Now, then I like this one, page 37. I'm going over what we read. Page 37. The bottom, going beyond normality. And I tell you, that really applies in our group, going beyond normality. Look around you. True love, I love this. I really had to go beyond my normal perception and thinking. That in itself is extremely difficult. Yet loving is beyond the normal conceptual mind anyway. True love means that whatever happens, you stay in the process and find a way through, rather than just being conditional and giving up. For example, sometimes I would do something to what I thought was the best of my ability, and rather than Rinpoche saying, "That's wonderful, you've done the best you could," like I thought he should, he would tell me tell me what was wrong with it in a rather wrathful way. So I like the first part where it says, true love means that whatever happens, you stay in the process and find a way through, rather than just being conditional and giving up. I love that. I love that because that falls along with what I just opened my talk with. If you practice Dharma, and I'm talking about real Dharma, I'm not talking about chanting mantras. I'm talking about if you practice Dharma, you have true love for others and for yourself. You have true love. Why? Love is a word, and love is nice to say, and love is nice to express. But the action of love is effort. Effort is love. Love is effort. By simply saying to a bunch of school kids, "Oh, I love you, I love you, you're wonderful, I love you." You don't do anything for them. They're starving to death. They're not having any education. And nobody takes care of them. They're sitting on the street sniffing glue. But you say, "Oh, I love you." Doesn't really help. Some of these stars I see on TV, in videos, they always tell the audience, "Oh, I love you." They say it over and over, "I love you, I love you." Of course they love them because they're buying their ticket and they're becoming rich. I would love them too, what? But people buy your ticket, they come and see you, and then you love them. That's kind of a weird love. It's contaminated love. It's love based on you're getting something off of people. Real love is effort toward others. When we give up, then we are being conditional. Why is it when we give up, we're being conditional? Because if this happens, then I will do it. If this doesn't happen, if that doesn't happen, if it's not this way, I won't do it. But if it's this way, I will do it. If it's that way, I will do it. That's not love. That's conditions. In English, it's very simple. It's called conditional. When we give up, it is a sign of true selfishness. It's a sign that we don't love others. When we have a commitment or we promise to do something and we push it away, push it, we have to be reminded and told again and again and again. And it may be difficult, and that's why we avoid it. Then we're not a person that's really loving others and loving people who we should love or repay the kindness of others. Example, our beautiful mothers. Why is that? Love must be shown in effort. In effort. If there's no effort, how can you say you love? So if we give up, and we want to cite reasons why we gave up, no matter how valid it sounds, how good it sounds why we gave up, anybody with higher wisdom and understanding will say no. You're very selfish, and you're very conditional. That is why when we read biographies of people, whoever they are, who make it through thick and thin, and they go through so much hardship, it touches us. The book sells. People read it, becomes a bestseller, and we really want to learn their secret. And we want to interview these people. We want to be around these people. And they inspire us. Why is that? Because we know they love so much. And they love everyone so much. That's why they love themselves. Someone that loves themselves is not necessarily selfish. Correct love of oneself is very beneficial and it influences many people. Correct love of oneself. Simply loving myself and being selfish to others, that's not love. I lived in America for many years, and I have people saying, I have to do what I need to do. I need my space because I need to love myself. And I think, sounds good, but there's something off there. You see, the love of ourselves cannot be at the expense of another person, another being. That's not love. And love is without conditions. So therefore, if we wish to study the Dharma, if we wish to engage in practice, if we wish to transform our mind, if we wish to apply the teachings, we have to love ourselves. How do we love ourselves? It must be expressed in effort. If during Dharma talks we can't even stay awake, we don't love anybody. We don't love ourselves, we don't love anyone. Why? We miss everything. So Dharma talks can only be at the time we can stay awake. Otherwise, we don't go to Dharma talks. Dharma talks can only be if there's air conditioning. Dharma talks can only be if there's chairs. Dharma talks will only be if I get a gift. Dharma talks will only be if it's funny. Dharma talks can only be if it's in English. Dharma talks can only be when I'm free. Dharma talks can only be when it's something I want to learn. We make all these conditions. Conditioned love is not love. Conditioned love is a cover for the selfish mind. People who give up, people who say they want to give up, people who quit, people who don't keep their commitments, or people who have to be pushed for their commitments, pushed again and again and again. They're people who don't love anyone. Therefore, they can never ever get love themselves. And as time goes by, people will love them less and less and less and less and less. And their emotions can become very dangerous. They'll do more negative action, more childish action, more immature action to get more attention. Why? Because they can feel the love of others going down. And so they react how? The way they normally act. Selfishly, like a child, uncaring. They don't care what damage they do to other people. Why is that? Because that's the way they've been doing to lose the love in the first place. So people who lose the love of others due to their lack of effort, they themselves will act in such a way that's more and more negative, more and more selfish, more and more to get attention. Why? They can't get attention any other way. So people who give up, they can make excuses. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I've got work commitments. Oh, I need to go for a massage. Oh, my hair's falling out. We can make all types of excuses. But ultimately, we know what it is. And when we allow ourselves to make excuses for giving up, it will start a trend. Then another thing will be given up, another thing will be given up, another thing will be given up, another thing, another thing, another thing. Pretty much we end up nowhere. So at the end of our lives, we look at ourselves, what we have achieved. Nothing. What have we gotten? Nothing. We still depend on other people. We still need other people. We're still looking at other people with our mouths open. We say in Tibetan with your mouth open, waiting, like this. Ka tang ba gu de sha da. Give me. You just open your mouth. Why did they say open your mouth? Because babies sit there with their mouth open. Feed me, feed me. The mother's like, oh, can I have 5 minutes of peace? Feed me, feed me. So same thing in Tibetan, we have a saying with their mouth open, still waiting for things from other people. It's very short and sweet, but quite meaningful. So are we like that? Are we going through our lives with our mouth open? Except David, that doesn't count because the lips are heavy. But are we going through life with our mouth open? If we are, how do we expect love and to get love? How do we expect that? Love isn't you marry a wonderful lady, or you marry a wonderful man, or you have a wonderful partner, and they're stuck with you. You know, they're stuck. They can't leave for some karmic, horrible reason. They're stuck with you. That's not love. They're stuck with you. That's what it means. What's love? Love is effort. Love is not giving up. Love is not having to be pushed. Love is effort that comes from the inside. You know why love is that? Because you love others and people that matter so much. You don't give up. You don't give up.